guys, how you going? ADL Gamer here, and coming at you with an MP5K class setup. So today we'll be going over the flood variant of the MP5. So if you want to improve your gameplay, then let's jump into it. So jumping into the subsonic suppressor, guys, there's a reason for using this subsonic suppressor. So obviously the sound suppression and no visible traces you can get on the FSS Mini, but the increased aim down speed sight and the no enemy skull on map are what you're looking for with this attachment. Basically, no skull enemy on the map means when you kill an enemy, it doesn't come up with a little red skull icon that you would have seen running around the game. So that's definitely a bonus. Jumping into the con of the subsonic suppressor is bullet velocity, but as this is mainly going to be used on a close quarters map, you won't really feel that come into effect at all. And as I said earlier, if you don't have this suppressor and have this weapon leveled, then you can use the FSS Mini, and it does have the sound suppression and the no visible traces, but it does not have the increased aim down sight speed or the enemy skull. So I would definitely recommend working on the weapon and getting that ASAP. So jumping into the collapsible stock here, guys, and I like to use the F-Tac collapsible stock, obviously for the increased movement speed and obviously the increased aim down sight speed. This class is made for moving around the map, so two really important things when it comes to this class. There are two cons: aiming stability and recoil control. Something you do feel at the beginning, but once you get used to this weapon and you use it, you don't really feel it. So yeah, definitely check out the F-Tac collapsible stock. So for my perk, guys, I like to run sleight of hand. This obviously increases your reloading time. I keep a full clip at all times for those chances where I can get multiple kills at once and you got half a clip ready and you die. So obviously that's how I like to run for this fast paced weapon. Now if you don't want to run any perk at all, I would recommend you can use the tac laser. The pros of that would be aiming down sight speed and aiming stability, and that would fit in really well with this class build up. Obviously the cons to the tac laser are it is visible to enemies around the map, so as you're moving, be aware that they can see a laser in rooms and coming around corners, so something to keep in mind. Okay guys, so we've spoken about sleight of hand. Now jumping into the grip tape, I like to run the stippled grip tape. The reasons being the sprint to fire speed increased and aiming down sight speed. For this class we are trying to go for here, it's all about speed and aiming down sight speed and movement around the map, so that is definitely a must. The cons of this is aiming stability, but as I said earlier, if you use a tac laser, then the aiming stability is irrelevant, it's pretty much negated. So that's something else you can do with your class to try and negate the cons that you're having with the attachments that you're using. So yeah, let's jump into the ammunition. So jumping into the ammo here, guys, and I like to run the 10mm 30 round mags. The reason being for their extra damage and the range, turning this small map weapon into a medium sized weapon to a large weapon, something like that, depending on how you like to play your game. The cons to this are your fire rate and your aiming recoil. Obviously your fire rate, not too important. Your aiming recoil you do adjust to over time. You just got to give the weapon a little bit of a try. But that's my recommendation for the ammunition. Now to your secondary weapon, guys, it doesn't really matter what you run here. I like to run a pistol for kills. Obviously if you like to run a rocket launcher for objectives or kill streaks, do that. Ballistic shield, however you like to play. Just keep in mind that this class is made for fast movement, so obviously rocket launchers and your ballistic shields will slow you down throughout the gameplay if you swap to them, so keep that in mind when doing that. Let's jump into the perks. Alrighty guys, so let's jump into the perks now. So to the first perk that we have here is EOD. This is used to reduce damage from claymores, bouncing betties, C4 and other operator explosives, and you can also hack enemy equipment. So as you're running around the map, you're going to take less damage from explosives. That's really good. To our secondary perk, here we have Ghost. Now this is an important one. I run it on all my classes and I think you guys should too. This keeps you off the enemy map from UAVs and personal radars. So easy to get UAV and personal radars these days. So something I recommend you guys using. This also doesn't give away your position. So if you don't have Ghost on and you're the only one on the team that doesn't have it, you're going to be the weak target. That's not what you want. Now jumping into the third perk, here we have Tracker. One of the reasons why it's one of the last perks that you get. It's absolutely overpowered. So you can see the enemy footsteps on the floor. This also just gives you intel on where the enemy's going, and it gives you a sense of direction on how to get there and kill them if needed. Depending on what game modes you play, guys, you don't have to use Tracker. You could swap that for something else. But for those fast-paced, close-quarter games, it's always nice to have Tracker on so you can see what's around the corner before you even get there. Alright guys, so let's jump into the specialist perks. Now on your menu, guys, you'll be able to see where your perks are. You'll see a little square button. Obviously that's to activate your specialist perks. So once you push that, you'll be greeted with 3 more screens where you can open up and put perks in. So let's jump into our specialist perks here. So for our first one, we have Hardline. This gains your specialist perks 1 less kill. Obviously trying to get your specialist achieved at the end, really important. For our second one, we have Scavenger. This is to replenish ammo. You're always going to be moving around the map. You're going to get low on ammo, so your primary weapon's going to be what you're using 24/7 while playing pretty much, so Scavenger is a must. Now we have our third specialist perk, and for this one we have Tune Up. So this increases your field upgrade by 33%. Obviously, so if you're running tac insertion, deployable cover, dead silence, ammo crates, anything like that, it increases their regeneration speed by 33%. Now this is really important and I'll tell you guys why, but stick around to the end and I'll let you know. Now for our lethal, I run a C4 lethal. I didn't like C4 at the beginning of the game. I felt a little slow, but once I got used to it, I grew to like it. It's really good for cleaning out rooms where people are camping. People are propped up on window sills, you can throw it in there. So it suits an aggressive play style. So yeah, I definitely feel like the C4 is really good for this class. Obviously, if you don't feel comfortable with the C4, then you can run frag grenades, sticker grenades, whatever you feel comfortable with. But definitely give it a shot before just saying no to it, guys, because it definitely has changed the way that I play with this class. Now guys, for the tactical, I am running a stim to replenish health to 100%. Obviously this helps with a faster playing game style. You're going to be running around the map, you're going to be getting hit with a lot of bullets. Hopefully you don't die, you don't want to die, and you're going to use this to regenerate your health. Now this is really important to keep you going and to activate your specialists, so definitely something you should have on this class. Now guys, to the reason why I'm using Tune Up. I told you I'd tell you why, and listen up, this is important. For this class, I run the heavy hitting ammo perk. Now for this reason, this gun is an absolute beast. With the 33% recharge on the slow, it becomes a moderate recharge rate, which is fantastic, and you literally only need 5 bullets to kill someone. With a headshot, 2 bullets. This gun is absolutely overpowered. With this field upgrade, it is overpowered. I can't stress that enough. Now obviously if you don't like the slower pace of this field upgrade, you can run other field upgrades. There are 2 others that I would suggest. One would be Dead Silence, as it's already a fast upgrade, and also Tactical Insertion or Trophy System. These are all fast. So the reason being is you can use them multiple times throughout the game. You're going to give yourself the best advantage, you're going to give your team the best advantage, but also you're going to get the best gameplay possible. So that's why we use the field upgrade heavy hitting, and we also use the Tune Up perk. And that brings this video to an end, guys. It's been your boy ADL. Now I really love making this video for you guys. I really hope I can help some of you guys with this. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. It really means the world to me. I respond to every comment. Every like is appreciated, and every subscriber is welcome to the family. So there is new content coming out weekly, so please, if there's anything that you want to see, chuck it in the comments down below, and let's see what we can do. Alright guys, peace.